everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning. And it's great to see everybody back here. I can't tell all the people who are in the class. Sometimes the names change. But some of them I see are the same, which is great, because one of the great things about meditation, it's always nice if you can have a great meditation session. But meditation is really not something you can judge the quality or how well it's going very easily. The best way to do it is how often you do it, and not by the quality of the meditation. While that might be important and significant, the most important thing is frequency, and how often you do it should be every single day at a given time. If you can carve out a certain specific time, morning is great before everybody gets up, and that's difficult because if you're not a morning person, then you're sort of fighting against, well, I don't really want to be doing this, but I'm doing this because. So there could be challenges in doing that, but nighttime also. So cutting out that time, that space, and the time, but also a space in order to meditate as well. Having your set space that you do the same time every day. It's very much a conditioning process, but you get to really give yourself everything that you really need in the meditation in terms of emotion and just the time to be with yourself and collect your thoughts. And then much deeper, when you start to have a practice that's every single day, it just builds cumulatively on itself, and you just helps you be able to just transform into just the best version of yourself, so to speak. So today, there's a lot of things in the meditation class that I think that, well, I want to say this, I want to say that. And I say, well, you know what? I don't know who I'm speaking to, really. Some people I do, but most people I don't. And I don't know the backgrounds, and I don't know spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs. And so while I can talk about certain things, I'd rather not, because for everybody they may conjure up different ideas about those things. But that's okay. The beauty about meditation is that it really relies on the fact that words are a filtering mechanism. They're a way that really can distort a true reality. And meditation is about getting to that true reality and not tripping over the words and not tripping over those concepts, which words are very, very important for communication, but they're limited. And words, that's why especially in Judaism, we don't pronounce the names of God out loud. We have Hashem, we call the name, but we don't say, because those are very limited. They're not that in themselves that you can get caught up in that. So there will be a lot of, I think we can start to have an experience of these things. And that's really what I want to, there's a story I'm going to start out with that talks about this idea. So there's three wise men at a cafe called a Paradise Cafe. And one was a very ascetic, he's, let's say he was a Hindu or a Buddhist. It doesn't matter, I don't want to, but so the waiter comes over and offers, I have a cup of life for each of you. So he goes to the Buddhist and he says, here. And the Buddhist says, no, life is suffering. Life is suffering. I shall not partake. I shall not partake. He turns to the other one, Confucius, and says, here, I offer you a cup of life. He says, well, scientific, and thinking, well, the Buddhist didn't take it. Well, maybe I'll just have a sip. And he turns to the third wise man, and he says, what will you have? He says, I'll have all three. I'll have all of them. And he drinks them up, and moments later he's dancing. And he's over there dancing and dancing. And the other two are sitting there looking at him. So, what? You going to tell us something? You're not saying anything. You're just dancing. And he said, ah, when you drink from the cup of life, when you take it in and you understand, you cannot say. And if you don't take it in, you cannot say. There's no words. And the idea here is when you're truly living life, you can't put it in words. You can't describe it. You can't describe that true immersion in something that you're completely, when you take something in completely, when you take in parts and pieces of it, you may be able to describe parts of it. But so the idea here in meditation today is let's expand into the reality beyond our senses. It's something that we just know through our awareness and our consciousness, and we don't have to rely on the words. And we're going to do a meditation where we don't try to get rid of the words or the thoughts or those things, but we use those as just to notice, become aware, but also become aware of our own awareness of those things as well. And it's just something to experience. And we've done this before in the meditation, but we always have new people. And so I want to be able to make sure that we never get too advanced and we're doing things that build too much off of a previous session, because we always start a meditation with a beginner's mind. Doesn't matter if you've been meditating 30 years or 30 seconds. We always begin with what's called a beginner's mind, as if we just the first time we're doing this. It's very important that we don't ever try to get ahead of ourselves. So let's start with a breathing exercise. Today we're going to do the same breathing exercise that we always do, which is the 4-7-8. So the 4-7-8 is breathing in a count of 4 through the nose, and we're going to hold the breath for 7, a count of 7, and I'll do the counting, and then the exhale is through the mouth, and we exhale with the tip of our tongue against the roof of our mouth behind the teeth, and the exhale is going to, you can let out a noise like a whooshing sound, and that's going to be to the count of 8. I'm going to do the counting, and then we start over. We do 4 rounds of that. So let's begin. First of all, just stretch, kind of get comfortable in your seat, and if you're lying down or if you're sitting up, I encourage you to sit up and be in a position that can be alert, but very, very comfortable as well. So we're going to start with the breath, breathing in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out through the mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out through the mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out through the mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out through the mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one last one. 1, in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. out through the mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a just deep breath. Just relax into where you're sitting. Breathe normally. Become aware of any sounds. Sound of my voice, of course. Any sounds in the room. Anything that may be distracting you. Just become aware of it. Just let it be. If you can't control it, just let it be. This is your time. This is your space to just be, to let go. Just let go. Becoming aware. Not checking out, not drifting off, but checking in. Just checking into all the sensations that you feel, that you're experiencing. And using all of your senses, start noticing through your eyes before you close them. Just notice anything that you're looking at. Pick a point in front of you, a point that you can stare at. Notice it. Pick something that's boring, that's something that you wouldn't analyze, a spot on the wall, just a dot, something insignificant, and just gaze softly at it, softly, and just say to yourself in your mind, seeing, I'm seeing with my eyes, I'm seeing. Now, as you're breathing in, notice any smells, maybe subtle, maybe strong. Just notice the smell. And say to yourself, I am smelling, smelling. Taste, and just tasting. You can imagine a taste as well, assuming you have nothing in your mouth. You could be tasting the taste of chocolate or strawberry. And that is a taste. This is me tasting. And noticing the touch, your fingertips, or the sensation of your body meeting the chair or mat or mattress. This is me feeling. Our mind, our brain takes all these sensations, and there's many more sensations within seeing. There's variations in colors, in hearing, there's loud and soft. Our brain puts all this together and gives us a picture, a sense of where we're at. And we know when we're home or we're traveling or we're feeling too hot or cold. And we know our environment. Our brain puts that all together. But then there's our awareness of these things, of our environment. And so it's important to let our mind do what it does, our brain do what it does, which is sense, perceive, put these things together. But let's now bring our awareness, become conscious of our awareness, so if you will. And just watch, be the watcher. And let's use the metaphor of a carriage driver. You can close your eyes now and just listen to my voice. And we're the metaphor, and you can picture this, of a horse and a carriage. And there's a stage, there's the driver of the stagecoach sitting there with reins, and the carriage is connected to the horse, and the horse pulls. And you can have several horses if it's a large coach. But you have reins, and you have the driver who holds onto the reins. If you have a visual of this, it's good. And you have the horses that are leading the carriage and pulling it. Now, at any given time, we can be the horse, we can be the driver, we can be the reins. Our awareness is the stagecoach driver. It's holding onto the reins. We have a vantage point. We're higher up than the horses. And we can see out in the distance in front of us. And we see a road. We can navigate the turbulent road, the winding, the turning. This is our road, the road of life. The horse can see, and the horse can get distracted. The horse can get distracted by birds, by other animals, and can take the coach, the stagecoach, down whichever path. A good path, bad path, it doesn't matter. But it can endanger based on the fact that the horse isn't being led by itself unless he has a driver. But this stagecoach has a driver. And the awareness is what keeps everything in line. The awareness says, this road is turning right, and can guide using the reins. The reins are very important. We have the reins, our tools, to guide us to this path. But the awareness is key to it all. Awareness is key to it all. Now imagine the same night becomes a very, very dark night, and we can't see the path in front of us. It becomes very scary, treacherous, because you can't see the path. It's dark. The path in front of us becomes, and it's raining, and it's pouring rain. And there's a fear, maybe we should stop. Maybe we're in danger. But suddenly, there's a burst of lightning, a crack of lightning, and the path is lit in front of us. It's lit so far, we can see exactly where it's going. And it's not a scary road. It's just the road. And we're on the road. And it allows us to continue, even though it becomes dark again. We have that clarity. We saw the road. And we have this faith, this emunah, that it is still there, the road in front of us. And then suddenly another burst of lightning, and we can see the road in front of us again. And yet we know the darkness will come again. We know, and we have faith that the road is still there. This is our life, as we have uncertainty, and we have clarity. We have moments of clarity that allow us to continue with certainty and strength. As long as we remain in the driver's seat of our awareness, and from this vantage point, continue this meditation in a more silent fashion, taking these images and understanding and letting that just settle deep into our consciousness and integrate the idea of clarity, awareness, deep clarity when our mind is silent from distractions. We can really have clarity. Bring your awareness to your breath, and the breath will be your anchor in the silence that will follow. And just watching your breath through your nose or through your mouth, not controlling it. And just bring your attention always back to the breath. This is you, the stagecoach driver with the vantage point, bringing your horses back, controlling your awareness, bringing them back to the breath, anchoring you. Continue silently for the next few minutes. Now imagine you're kneeling in front of a pond. And the pond may be glassy, clear, and you can see through it, or maybe turbulent. The turbulence is your thoughts, emotions, and just notice your pond. Is it glassy? Can you see through it? Can you see what's through the bottom, the pebbles? Is it turbulent? And just like you can't calm down the pond, you can't settle it down. Once you throw a rock in it, the only thing you can do to let it settle down is just watch and wait patiently. And it will settle down. The more we try to settle it down by touching the water, the more ripples you create. Continue looking into the pond, just noticing, being aware. Now when we look into the pond, as it settles down, it may not totally settle down in a meditation. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. That's not the goal. The goal of our meditation isn't to try to coax clarity from the water. It is to become aware of the water. The water is our consciousness, what's going through our mind, in our life, our emotions. Our only goal is to sit here by the pond and become the witness, the one who is witnessing, becoming aware. And just by becoming aware, it brings us clarity. And when we judge good, bad, horrible, sad, happy, funny, it can create its own new ripples. But during the time of meditation, it's just the time to be aware. Because what happens now, we're looking into the water after meditating, during meditating, we start to see our own reflection. It comes into clarity, we see our own reflection, and we see, this is who I am. And we can say, who am I? And without words, we have an understanding because we see reflected before us that which cannot be put into words. And beyond that, we see something greater than ourselves, which is the reflection of the sky, the clouds, something greater than ourselves. And this becomes very clear. And this too cannot be put into words once we start to see it. It cannot be defined. In our final moments of meditation, let's center ourselves on our heart region. Take a deep breath in and feel the energy, the light around our heart region expand, expand, expand. Deeply, just a deep breath, and when we let out, just just let out a little sound. In, deep breath in, letting out, just letting go. Expand. And we're going to dedicate this meditation, this 30 minutes that we were together, we're going to dedicate it to this practice itself, to your dedication, which is spending 30 minutes in contemplation and meditation and giving yourself that gift. This is a true gift to give to yourself. And whether it's with me or by yourself, at night, doesn't matter. This is yours. This is your time. And use this expansiveness. Carry that through your day. The expansiveness that we did around our heart, carry that through your day and offer it to others around you. Offer it to each other in thought, in your acts of kindness to each other, in trouble moments and tough moments. Be the stagecoach driver. Be the one who has a higher vantage point and can see, and who also trusts during times where the road seems dark. Because we do have glimpses, we do have, when the lightning shines, we do see the road in front of us. And just trust and be aware that all is good. So we're going to finish off our meditation, just coming back to our full awareness, opening your eyes, and even after we finish here, I'll stay in a few more moments and just Instead of rushing off into your day, if you want to get a cup of coffee or tea, just sit and quiet and just let it integrate and slowly go back into your day, what you were doing. If you have to rush off, you have to rush off. But if you have a few moments, take it. And if you're eating something for breakfast or if you're drinking, take a few extra moments and do it a little bit slower and just enjoy it. Just like the story at the beginning, drink the cup, drink it all in. This is life. Drink it all in. Wishing you a wonderful, wonderful day with blessings and sending you all this expansiveness from the heart.